It's 7:50 a.m. People, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up!
Look, he's on.
It is
jogging.
The first day of filming for Chasing LA. Hey!
Don't ever come at me like that, huh? I'll beat your motherfucking ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. Don't ever try me like that, bitch.
What's up, Q-tips? It's your boy Q, back in the building. Before I start this video, y'all already know what to do. Things ain't changed. I know I've been gone for a while, but ain't nothing changed. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you click that notification bell so that you guys are in tune and you guys are notified each and every time that I drop a video right here on this channel. Q-tips, I have missed you guys so much. I'm so glad to be back in the building with the Q-tips. Listen, today, first of all, before we even get into any of that, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Quentin Harris. I am a content creator from a small town. Decided to move to the big city of Atlanta, Georgia. And this is what brings me to this video today. Today's video, we are talking Chasing LA, episode 1, titled, Welcome to LA. But before we get into the episode of Chasing LA, I'm so used to saying Chasing Atlanta, y'all, it's crazy, because we're going to be talking all things Chasing LA. Listen, guys, I am going to be going behind the scenes of just the breakdown of Q transitioning over from talent and transitioning over to my new role on Chasing LA, which is the executive producer and creator of Chasing LA. So we will be discussing behind the scenes here. I will be going behind the scenes and showing you some of the cast audition tapes. I definitely want
Tyrell Bryant in the streets, Hershey liqueur on stage.
Nice.
Jite.
I definitely want you guys to go behind the scenes and see why we chose some of the characters. And when I say we're going to get into it in just a minute, because it wasn't just myself that chose these characters, but we're going to get into that in just a minute. Before I move any further with this video, I want to, first of all, say thank you to everybody who has been sending me congratulations, sending me encouraging words on my new role down this new path. So to every Q-tip who has been standing up in the comments or sending me messages or just sending me some positive vibes, I appreciate you so much. But following that, I want to give a huge thank you, standing ovation, and all those good things, my cast and crew. But I want to start with my crew first. I would not have been able to put this project on without the help of Rachel. Has been my main videographer since day one. I'm excited to see what's happening in her personal life. I'm also excited to see what's happening in her business life, because Miss Rachel has been booked since the show, honey. Another shout out I want to give is to my videographer, T Watson. You already know, bro, love you down boots. T Watson was in charge of the new Chasing LA openers. And when I saw T's work for the first time, I fell in love. So I want to give a huge shout out to T. Thank you so much for just being a part of this journey with me. Last person on my production team I would like to give a shout out to is my assistant and my content director, who is Israel. Thank you so much for just always praying for me, being a shoulder to lean on, and just always being a push in the right direction when I feel like I'm lost. So thank you. To my amazing cast, I want to say thank you. Thank you for entrusting me with the details of your life, and thank you for just allowing me to be a part of your lives. I love and appreciate y'all so much. You guys have been on this journey with me since day one. You guys have seen me fumble and make many mistakes, but you guys have also seen me put my hard work, dedication, and time into this project to put on and to introduce to the world 10 new individuals who we've never seen before. I am so elated for the world to get to know the 10 of you. And yes, we are getting off to a bumpy start, but when I tell you, I feel like the Chasing Reality fans are going to fall in love just as hard as they did with myself or the Power of Three. To my cast, I thank you so much. Thank you, flaws and all. Y'all have loved me. Y'all respect me and appreciate me. And I do and love you guys the exact same, if not more. So to my cast, I just want to say, listen, continue to be great. I wish nothing but great things for my talented cast. I feel like they all have what it takes to move in this entertainment industry. And I'm just looking forward to what the rest of this season looks like, but not even just the rest of the season. I'm excited to see what the rest of my cast lives look like, because some of them have just blossomed, and it hasn't even been a whole 6 to 8 months, probably hitting right at 2 a year, and I've seen many of them go through different changes or just strengthening different areas or just becoming a new them in many different ways. So I think that alone makes my heart smile, and just seeing how excited this cast is and how dedicated this cast is. And yes, it's some drama on this show, and we're gonna get to that in just a second. But what I can say is this cast is hardworking, dedicated, and they want to be here.
So again, I want to thank you for taking time out of his book schedule. I'm filming 8 shows, to just make LA amazing. We had our bumps in like every other city. But to be honest, every time Q was in town and his name was on the call sheet, things go the way they're supposed to go. It's professional.
So let's discuss some cons. One con that I saw in the comments, tweets, I haven't seen all the comments, but from the ones that I have seen, I definitely know that timing. Everybody want to know, Q, why was season 1, episode 1 of Chasing LA so damn short? So I would like to say, you guys have to look at what Chasing Atlanta did, season 1, episode 1, and look at the timing. I want you guys to look at Chasing Dallas, season 1, episode 1, and look at the timing. So when it came down to Chasing LA, I didn't want to shoot too high, and I definitely didn't want to shoot too low. So anyways, we did it 30 minutes, only because I saw where Dallas was at. I saw where Atlanta was at when it comes down to the timing of the first episode. So I thought, Q, I'ma just fall right here in the middle. Child, y'all ass did not like that. Okay, for the remainder of the season, you guys will get longer episodes. All right? Scene 1, episode 1 of Chasing LA. 1, action. In the very first scene, you see Q, I talk about my little judge. I explained, like I did earlier, I'm a content creator. I'm from Rayford, North Carolina. I moved to Atlanta, did some great things, made some great connects, and I moved to California, the entertainment capital, which I said on the show, because I'm not in this season. Okay, so because my transition from talent to executive producer was such a drastic change, I don't know why, y'all, I had the hardest trouble doing my confessionals, my own confessionals. It was insane. But anyways, I will not be in this season, but you see me open the show because a lot of people aren't familiar with the characters that are going to be on Chasing LA. So I decided, hey, let me bring some familiar faces to the brand. Me. Y'all having fun, laughing, action. Because your waist is so small now. Oh, you're me. That's a cut. And then you guys see me bring in 2 of my faves, which is the big Power 3 y'all know us as. That is Oliver Twist, and that's right, the OG herself, Miss Lauren England, came all the way to Cali to check on your boy, and we had such a good time. I know that you guys didn't see a lot. What's going on with y'all? What's up with you? Look at this new body, yada yada.
Yeah, stand up, let the people see it.
It's not there. Don't let the people see it. Hey. Look at this new bag. You know what I'm saying?
Just it's the things of the things that Oliver was saying.
Things of the things.
But no, like since the last time we all been together, you know, I'm taking this transition like really serious. So I kind of like just been duck low, staying low, and just getting myself together and, you know, preparing to get these new boobies of mine.
Okay.
You're gonna get
You gonna get? So you gonna do the
I
whole?
want to get my titties done. I ain't cut my dick off.
Well, you look great.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, what's been going on?
Her
You
transition
gotta-
has been.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish it. 3,
You
2.
trying to talk? I lost my straw.
No, because I was about to be so shady. I can't really. I was gonna say her transition has been very quick, but it's been very amazing.
All right, so we're gonna end with that. Then we're gonna do a cut, and then we're gonna swing it to old. And Jeremy, after old little quick spiel, you come in, okay? All right. Go ahead and finish your line. 3, 2, action.
No, Cynthia, your transition has been beautiful. It's been very beautiful. I'm glad.
Are you been shady?
No, I'm actually not being shady to you.
You being serious?
I'm being very serious. You look
Thank
beautiful. You know, every time I see you, I'm like, oh, you was fishy, man. You was fishy.
She real fishy.
You're more woman than I can be.
She got fans and carrying on.
Now, I
these
want to know
days.
why did Q pop that harder than you did?
Oh. What's been going on in your shady ass world? We wanted about us. We wanted to come and welcome in the newbies, show some love, be positive, and just move on with the season. We didn't want it to be about us. However, what I will say, I have such a great time filming with that Lauren England and that Oliver twist. First of all, filming with Oliver and filming with Lauren, you never, ever, ever, ever know what's gonna come out of either one of them mouth. They both are like a wild card, you know? And that's what makes them both so interesting. And I guess that's why they're my crazy ass friends. But anyways, it was so fun filming with Lauren and Mr. Oliver Twist, but it's not about us. So the very first cast member that you guys get to meet on the show is Jeremy Copeland. I invited Jeremy out to brunch or lunch, whatever we had up there, child. We were just drinking, to be honest. To come up and chit chat with the Power 3. You guys meet Jeremy is an amazing choreographer. I don't have to run his resume because he has done that on the show. But Jeremy, I met Jeremy years ago in Atlanta, and he was right before or in the beginning of his character on Step Up on Stars. So we just always stayed in contact. So when I created, or when I even thought of a Chase in LA, Jeremy was actually one of the first people that I thought about, but I did not think that he was gonna do the show because his resume is so like long. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think Jeremy was going to do Chase in LA. I thought he was gonna be like, oh nah, child, it's too much, y'all go ahead. But he was excited, and I was like, okay, let's go. And that made me excited that he was excited to be a part. So shout out to Jeremy. You guys will definitely get to know more about Jeremy in the season. My next boo who I bring on to the scene, you guys get to meet Jayla J-Long. She is a artist, music producer, and much. One of my babies on this show is because she actually, years ago, almost 2 years now, I think at this point, we met at a premiere party, and she was like, oh my gosh, you guys should do a Chase in LA, da 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 da. And at the time, I was like, girl, I ain't moving to no damn LA.
I was like, nigga, make me a star. I see it.
So now she's like a whole different person. So I just want to say thank you for even speaking those words to me. So I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me inspire you. I'm a blessing to be a blessing.
All right, so now we got to get her ass back to set. Chase in LA. All right, y'all, let's knock out this last round. I met Jayla years ago at a post party, just like I said on the show. And she is just a let me say this about Jayla. You guys are going to fall in love with Jayla. Jayla is a very raw talent. So Jayla reminds me of a Cardi B or a K Michelle, like just very raw, good for TV, but talented as hell. But it's just like, you don't know which way they're gonna go. I cannot wait for you guys to meet Jayla and just continue to follow her journey throughout Chasing LA. When I first met Jayla, she was not the woman that stands before me today. Another shout out in the first scene is Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray from Loving Hip Hop. Good friend of mine. I hit Ray up when I first had the idea of a Chasing LA. I was like, hey, do you know some young people who would do this. I first brought the idea to Ray. Ray fell in love. He was like, oh my gosh, yes, you guys should do this. And he was like, let me see if I can find some people. So Ray's hand was a part of the project. And even Ray had his hand in helping me push in certain areas when it comes to being a producer. He had his hand in choosing some of the talent. So Ray, I cannot thank you enough. One of the good things about that scene with Ray coming to that scene, which you guys did not get to see because we didn't want it to be about us, was just the love, the way that we was loving on Mr. Ray, respecting him.
Look for Mr. Ray. If Mr. Ray was not in your audience, shit, if he's
Oh
not
my
gonna watch
goodness,
this,
I never
so
noticed that.
to sit next to you right now, it's an honor. Like, it's an honor for me. Like, I feel like I can only be in the places I am because you were there first.
Oh my
for me,
Yeah.
no cap.
Oh,
Like,
thank you.
no, for real. Like, he's touching me. This is Mr. Ray.
Shit, like she ain't on WeTV
Bro, what is on my chin?
White stuff.
Is it nuts?
It's still
I
stuff.
thought it was a
Is it glitter?
I don't know what. I'm about to say, I don't know what you doing these LA streets
I know
already.
Oliver Twist just fell in love with Ray and just gave him all of his flowers in that one sitting where we were, and I thought that was so amazing to just see all of us sitting at one table. That was a very great scene produced by me. So thank you so much, Ray. Thank you so much, Oliver and Lauren, for being a part of the project. And in the very next scene, you guys get to meet the one and only King Payne, who was accompanied by his best friend. You guys know him as Armand Wiggins. That scene was insane. So before we get into the scene with King and Armand Wiggins, I just want to dive into King Payne really quickly, who is another fun, big character who I feel like you guys are going to fall in love with. King has one of those personalities where you're either going to love him or you're going to hate him. He kind of reminds me of like Gardini. It's like, don't mind getting the mess going, but baby, it's just like a heart of gold. It's like King Payne is one of those people you have to get to know and get to love and get to learn. What I will say, that scene was so enjoyable to watch because Armand Wiggins actually delivered some great information to King Payne when it comes down to moving into another city, when it comes to chasing your dreams. So I felt like that scene was a good introduction to meeting King Payne because he's from the YouTube world. Everybody knows Armand from the YouTube world. Thank you, Armand Wiggins, for coming on to Chasing Reality as well. And he responded to the email and said, yes, I was elated. I was elated when Armand Wiggins said yes. That scene was beautiful. That was a beautiful place to shoot at in LA. The scenery was beautiful. It was on like this huge mountaintop. The very next scene is you guys are introduced to the next cast member, which is Andre Hammond, and who is on a movie set, with his mentor, Matrice Jamar. Andre, let's talk about Andre for just a second. I first want to say that Andre was a part of the original cast that I casted for Chasing LA, which had myself included. Andre is a wardrobe stylist. And when it comes down to movie sets and different commercial, Andre is the person that is in there styling those different clients. Andre is a character that I think some of you guys are gonna love and some of you gonna hate. I feel like he's a person where you have to grow to love him. Andre has a heart of gold, but he don't take no mess. As you guys can see, night one, and we're gonna get further and further and further into Andre as the season goes on. What I will say about Andre is Andre shows up to every scene ready to work. The very next scene, and which was the big explosion scene for the night, the scene that a lot of people had a lot to say about. We have a lot of unanswered questions and much, much more that I plan on getting down to in this review, okay? The dinner scene was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I have to piggyback off the words of Hershey LaCour and just say, we just met each other. What I will say about that night was, wow. That was the first night I came from behind the computer. I came from behind the pen. I came from behind, all the ring lights and all this stuff. And I got out there in the field with the talent.
All right.
It makes sense.
All right, everybody listen up real quick. So we're gonna catch y'all just talking, vibing, introducing yourselves, talking, doing y'all thing.
We're also doing flips.
Whenever y'all ready, y'all bring it up when y'all want to. Let the slips do their own thing. Y'all already know what to do with that. My only thing is, can everybody speak up so that we can hear y'all, okay? Y'all already hear what we dealing with, okay? This is our first night. Give me some time. Give us some time. We got y'all. But for tonight, I need everybody to speak up. Be your authentic selves, but speak up, all right?
When I tell y'all the very first night was so explosive, okay? I will say, before I start dissecting this review, there were several producers who had a hand in helping me orchestrate this, all right? So we get the group together for the very first time, and wow, it was explosive. I have to say, the producers and I started off by saying, you know, we want to do something different. We want everybody to come together one time to meet each other, because we see on reality TV all the time how we have these build-ups, and we have build up, and then we have this big scene. We wanted to switch it around, and we said let's start off with a big scene, and let's start off with everybody meeting each other for the first time, and then we're gonna let the season play out. So the producers and myself, we decided we were gonna play a game, which you guys did not get to see, but I'm gonna insert some different clips here. You guys didn't really miss much. I do understand that you guys wish you would have saw it, but you guys didn't miss much. It will be me saying, hey, I'm Q, I'm a content creator, I'm from Rachel, North Carolina, and I've been on Chasing Him.
Jayla Jaylon. I'm an artist here in LA. I'm from the Bay Area, but I was raised in Atlanta when I was younger. Then I came back.
Originally from Atlanta. I'm an aspiring actor, model. You know what I'm saying? I moved out here about 2 years ago to just pursue that dream or whatever. And I've had a lot of opportunities coming earlier in the year with the pandemic happening and shit like that. Just kind of slowed a lot of things down.
Her she looks poor. Like the chocolate. Like the chocolate and the liquor.
So the producers and myself decided to play an icebreaker, and we put questions by each talent, and we wanted them to go around and just get to know each other. So for an example, we had questions like,
Entertainer and writer. And my question is, assume everyone's occupation. Okay, so of course I already know what yours is. So I would say you're an entertainer. I would say that you'll be a lawyer. You're very
I did go to law school.
I would definitely say that you will be a stripper just because you have the body, the face, you don't know that. I would say that you would be a teacher actually. I feel like you could be a good teacher. You a police officer. Really? I don't know. You're like a police officer, you know. I think you would sell drugs.
Ooh.
Oh, you'd be a drug dealer. But yes,
that's a plus,
I
girl.
think so. I'm not, you know, it's just the way you look. You're very like Spanish, so I would just, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
And I would think stylist. And then I would think writer, because you told me you were a writer, so it's hard to not see you as a writer. You have to say my.
I can be both. You better be.
oh, for an example, we had questions like, what is it that you do? Do you know anybody at the table? What is your first impression of everyone? And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we laid out these cards and we laid out these papers for everybody to go around and just chit chat and get to know each other. We got the yellow light to get out of COVID. With that yellow light, Hamburger Mary's decided to split up the tables, which you guys see in the beginning of the episode when you see Marquand, Alicia, Hershey, and King Payne at one table. So I was like, oh my gosh, how in the world are we gonna do this? So that's why in the beginning, those first four you see them sitting off to themselves is because Hamburger Mary's split up, or said that due to the COVID guidelines that everybody could not sit together. But what we didn't know was that the explosion was going to be like that.
When's your birthday?
That's why we so cool. That's why we so cool. That's why we so cool. You
You said for now. That's a negative outlook. Why would you say that?
Behind closed doors.
That's so negative to say.
Every guy was negative.
Oh, watch you. They watching you.
Why you mad?
Real quick. Because I called. That's exactly why I get a good because they don't want it with me.
Scorpio. Yeah, you got two. Scorpio.
Who's a Virgo?
You a Cancer too? I'm a Scorpio. Oh, he strikes back.
Right.
He sure will.
You know what?
And you'll never see it coming.
Any Sagittarius at the table?
Oh no, I don't do that. You don't have to worry too much about what we say. Virgo? Come on, Virgo. My mom's a Virgo.
Did you want to invite us to something?
Oh yeah. You've been trying to hide all night. Yeah, I got a lot coming up. Okay, so on the 16th, I have this pole aerobics class. Games. If y'all want to come get your sexy on with the official paint.
At the paint.
It's Hank up in there.
Who's going to be there? Who's going to be there?
It's going to be me.
And who else?
Are you teaching? And you.
And I'm going to be there.
And then on the 25th, I'm a performance.
That's okay.
Are we invited? And I'm inviting y'all to a show.
I would definitely want to see you, right?
Singing and rapping.
Okay, so you got
And Quentin.
Okay. Okay.
A little bit of T-Pain and Missy Elliott. Okay. Combined.
So King, it's like 58 degrees. What you fanning?
I'm feeling the same thing. So whenever you see this, it's either hot, or it's dusty, or it's something I don't agree with. Somebody making it hot. You know what I'm saying? Like things is just not adding up. You know what I'm saying?
Like your age.
It's the fan for me. Right, it's the fan.
Like I told you earlier,
Missy
Elliott, I can't stand the rain. I see the trash back. Right now, like Missy Elliott. And she's sick, so you should live.
It's a Missy T-Pain collaboration.
Yes. T-Pain.
But what you're giving me?
What am I giving you, girl?
You're giving me very much.
Very much boss, very much slim, very much trim, very much in,
Very much Model
everything
S.
that you do
Girl,
not give.
girl, very much. Skeletor, very much cheeky,
very much
very
Miss
much,
Boss, very much Miss when we're
very much
at 7
conceited,
a.m.
very
while you
much
at the
making
house
it up, very
standing
much
there saying,
doubtful,
girl.
very much
Miss Dollar Tree
self-hating,
vibes.
very much self-doubting.
This girl
Girl,
giving me Miss Dollar Tree
good Dollar
vibes.
Tree never, girl. Never,
That's
girl.
what she's giving.
Did he just say
Miss
Dollar
Dollar
Tree? Dollar Tree got cute wine glasses, dog.
Miss Dollar Tree vibes.
Girl, no, what's that guy that did that song with T-Pain?
It wasn't you.
Oh,
That's what it
Akon.
was.
Akon. Yes, he's giving
And I
me
was
very
just
much
like, Akon, you know what?
But then all his ass. Take that vest off so we can really see.
Sir. Behave.
I'm locked up.
They won't let me out.
I'm locked
They
up.
won't let me out.
We got Akon. I'm chasing reality. Okay, y'all, look.
She's chasing reality. I'm living it, bitch.
Akon.
Why you chasing it? Why you chasing it? I'm living it. Okay, I'm living it. I'm living it. You can chase all motherfucking day long, bitch. I am living it. Period.
Akon, they won't let me out.
Yeah, they won't.
They won't let
They
me
need to
out.
let you back up, girl.
Okay, well, baby. All right, lovely. Yeah. Are y'all ready? Okay, come on, y'all. Okay. I let me out. They let me out.
Starving. Okay.
Anyway.
Bitch, I am quenched.
Okay, y'all. Let's stop the.
That way
Yes, guys. Because I saw some comments like, ooh, this looks fake, or ooh, it looked like producers put them up to this. The cast was sitting there playing a game. We're working, we're maneuvering, you know, we're making sure everybody has what they need, and et cetera, et cetera. And that's exactly how it played out. Right after that, it just like, it was a snowball effect of everybody. Alicia and Jayla got into it over that night.
She didn't answer. No, baby. Her eyes don't say anything. Her eyes don't tell me what I am. And that's the shitty shit that y'all been doing all day and all night. And I am not the one. If you want to say something to me, be direct. Because y'all were in the bathroom talking shit. Y'all were in the bathroom talking shit. And I didn't say about me. I said y'all was talking shit. If you want to be a queen, be direct. Don't be shady. Don't be shady. Be direct. Be direct, baby. Be direct. You give me the hand and all that, but you hear me. I'm not talking, this is a woman to woman. You stay out of this. You are a gay man. It's between a woman and a woman.
I'm not a gay man.
You are.
I didn't classify you.
You are.
And you are.
You are.
And you are a man.
So you're not a gay man.
And you're a man.
That's fine. But what you say about me doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care. You can say what you want to say. You can say what you want to say. That's fine.
Don't say what I am.
You're a man. That's fine. But what you say about me doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care. You can say what you want to say. You can say what you want to say. That's fine. So you're not a gay man? So you're not a gay man?
Sweetheart, what I'm not going to do.
So what are you?
What I'm not going to do.
So what are you? So what are you? What are you?
I'm not that bitch.
What are you?
Aggressive.
What are you? What are you? What are you? I'm listening. What are you? What are you? Hello? Hello? What are you? 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 Hello? What are you?
I'm not, and that goes for anybody at this motherfucking table. I'm not that bitch.
I'm not arguing with a gay man.
Don't let this Kim Kardashian shit fool you, bitch.
Kim Kardashian, please. That ass is soft and small. Kim Kardashian, my ass. Please.
And it was literally not even 5, 10 minutes right after King Payne and Andre. Y'all, I'm on set like, what is happening right now? Like,
You've been shady all day. You've been shady all day.
I don't know you. Old lady. You supposed to be graceful. You called you grace earlier. I said you got a beautiful face and you're a queen.
So what happened?
Shit. You see the young bitch with a beautiful body and you mad.
I've been ignoring that fat as well. I've been ignoring that fat as well. And she and this other fake Kim Kardashian with the fake ass, you've been shady all day. Y'all not about that life.
like, who are these people? Why? I had the same exact question that y'all have. I was baffled, like that they were like, it was like full-blown fights about to happen. That night is still interesting to me. It's still that night I had to look myself in the mirror and say, child Q, what the hell did you sign up for? Like, oh my goodness. So that was a crazy scene. I'm not going to get into who's who or who's right, who's wrong, who's my fave, none of that stuff, because I am the producer. I don't have a fave. All 10 of them are my favorites. So my reviews are going to be very biased. I want to take you guys on the behind the scenes so I can clear up things that you guys may have missed, or just let you guys dive further into the characters. One thing that I do want to address, though, we're not talking about that. That's coming. I want to talk about Quan in episode 1.
So we just officially casted Quan as the first official cast member of Chasing LA, the very first. How do you feel?
Now, I know that Quan was receiving a lot of backlash from this particular comment. I saw some questions like, Q, how could you let this happen? Or how could you allow this to go on? So I know that you guys are not in the know of everything that went on that night, but I do want to bring just a little bit of clarity, and hear me out. Quan's comment, I feel, he was saying, why are you two who just met each other beefing like this? Y'all talking about each other's clothes. Y'all talking about the way each other look. Y'all are reading down about each other's fashions. And listen, I'm not here to cover the tracks for nobody, okay? But what I do want to say is just extend a little bit of grace. And again, my stance is not to defend Quan, but to bring clarity. To just give him a chance. From the way that I saw it, I feel that Quan was saying, y'all both are acting ugly. Because we're here meeting each other for the first time. Y'all acting ugly. Y'all, cause y'all doing these reads and all this stuff. Y'all both are saying insults about each other when neither one of you have room to talk about the other. I will say Quan chose the wrong wording to form that sentence. He did want to bring just a tad clarity to what it is that he said. And yeah, we saw how it was edited, and yeah, we saw what it looked like, and we heard what he said. But at the same time, we've seen and heard a lot of comments from people on just this platform alone. You know, because I saw a lot of comments saying like, oh, cancel Quan. And me personally, I just don't think that's fair. Because we have a ton of people who have made first time mistakes on this channel, and we still extend grace to them. So I just wanted to say, you guys give Quan just a little bit of slack, okay? Well, guys, that wraps up review 1. I appreciate you guys for being here. Y'all know I love y'all down boots. Listen, let people know Q back in these YouTube streets, because I got something to say. I got something to say because there's a whole lot of people talking. So we're going to bring some clarity to a few things. So make sure you guys share, comment what you guys enjoyed about the review. I have all of the cast audition tapes. I'm going to play some of them. Would you guys like to get a separate cast audition tape, or would you guys like to for me to include some of the cast audition tapes into the reviews when I, flash some like that? All right, guys, my time is up. I done did way too much talking, child. My review longer than a damn episode. My God, today. It's your boy Q. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell. I'll be back in these YouTube streets to talk about Chase in LA. Make sure you guys, listen, I'm everywhere, okay? Follow me on all of my social media sites. It's your boy Q. I will see you guys in the next review.
Q in the streets, said you're watching Q.